So Jason, just as a quick warm up, can you just introduce yourself and who you are? Like, as if like, do you class yourself like as an artist title, or just like Jason Tilley, photographer?
Actually, Jason Tilley, an ex-photographer.
Don't
that.
Well, I don't take photographs anymore, really.
But this is the whole point of the project.
Well, I need to buy a camera then. My name is Jason Tilley, and I'm an artist. I had 2 transient ischemic attacks, which are 2 strokes. That caused vascular dementia. I find some of the easiest things to do most difficult. And I'm more than really happy that I can still print, because that would send me up the wall if I forgot how to print.
So your passion is?
It's printing photographs, not necessarily taking them. And those are my grandparents. There. And they're the reason for the project. Or not this project, but my India obsession. It's really interesting that it started with me looking at, one of the things it started with was me looking at the photographs that I took at Searchlight, which was a photo, the place where I first studied photography at Cardinal Newman School with Paul Picard. I grew up looking, as in all of my family did, looking at photographs that my grandpa took in 8 albums, which are now kept by the Library of Birmingham. They're photographs of Anglo-Indian life in India just before partition, from, say, roughly 1934. Yeah, and it's quite an honour that, strangely, my grandfather's work is kept by the Library of Birmingham, and my exhibition that was on at the Herbert, was on 2014, 2015, is at the Library of Birmingham, sort of together, but apart. I think looking at photographs since I was very young influenced me to actually want to do that, to record the history. It started because I went up to a man in the Rose and Crown pub called Barry Clark, because somebody said he's the editor of The Citizen. So I went up and introduced myself and offered to do some work experience. I went in there and never left. Well, I've left now. The Citizen were expanded into Kenilworth and Leamington. So me and another reporter got to go into Leamington and Kenilworth and look for stories. Well, we used to have deep tanks. When they weren't actually that deep, they were about that deep at the Coventry Telegraph. But then we ended up having a colour processing machine. So we ended up having to print photographs from colour negatives. I still really love watching a picture come up in the developer. I spent a good year at Baginton Airport when they were protesting against the veals being exported to Amsterdam or wherever it was, from Coventry. There was a photograph taken of the police ripping a man from underneath a lorry, because actually Jill Phipps died under a lorry, sadly.
But when did you first go to India? Do you remember?
No, 1999 with my grandpa. We went to Bombay and Bangalore, and it's okay to say the words Bombay, because it wasn't a name by the British, but actually the people in Bombay still call it Bombay. Actually, I said at the time when I took my grandpa back to Bangalore, it was about creating things that of memories for me, which is very important now. In fact, I realise how important memories are. I hope it helps me to print my work at some point. That's what I enjoy doing. No, I think it'll be important, and it might reignite my passion for photography. Might.
Yeah.
Possibly buying a digital camera and not expanding my archive of negatives. I've got nowhere to keep them. It's not going to make my dementia any better, but I think it will help me. So I've kind of finished a job that I started a long time ago. I want a sense of a full stop on it, I think. Actually, maybe that will restart it. It needs a full stop, but I can then restart it.